Dean Wade. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's Okoro in at the 2-guard spot. And it's the Cavaliers to start out. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
4 on the clock. Here's Wade. Washington grabs the miss. And here's Irving. And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Now here's Davis. And here's Thompson for 3. Mobley grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Here's Hunter. And finished off by Hunter.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
And he gets it to go.
Dwight Powell certainly is high energy, and his hops help him a lot inside.
Mitchell against Thompson. A nice shot by Mitchell.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute, and the point of emphasis in the game plan against Anthony Davis was to simply be more physical inside. Coach said we have to force him outside the paint and make him shoot those mid to long range shots. Sounds like they're willing to give up the outside shot to keep Davis from dominating the paint.
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Mitchell. After the basket by Dallas. Wade, the pass to Mitchell. Back to Wade. Puts up a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
You're showing off the floor awareness right there. I love whenever Mitchell looks to share the wealth.
Pass to Powell. Hunter finds Mitchell. And here's Okoro. Mitchell, a screen on Irving. Here's Okoro. And he dunks it down.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them. Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively. Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lead.
With the second effort, the kick to Hunter. And it's Okoro penetrating. And they go to the intentional foul.
His first 13 foul.
Thompson against Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Mobley outside. The 3. Powell pulls it in. Mavericks trail by 8. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside Irving. The 3 from Thompson. And he can't get that one. The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Cleveland shooting their second and third shots at the line here.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting It's something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
Lively, he's checked in for Powell. Irving, the pass to Davis. Now Lively. Outside for Irving. There's Davis with the three. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
Surprised the defense that time. They dared Davis to take that shot, and now they pay the price.
Mitchell, the pass to Wade. The Cavaliers again cannot hit.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Thompson with it, and it's Hunter picking him up. Thompson passes to Davis. Pass to Washington. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Proving he can capitalize from this area too. Washington being assertive and looking to score. I like it.
Now here's Mitchell. Here's Mobley. The three ball. No good. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of every game, in every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Mitchell.
I love it. Nice activity defensively. Getting in there to disrupt the pass.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Cavaliers ahead. They're up. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Cavaliers.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
On the court right now for Dallas. Anthony Davis is out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Thompson. And it's Lively in at the center position.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that. I mean, Mitchell finds airspace and fills it.
You know, Clark, watching Kyrie Irving, he still does things you just can't believe.
His ball handling ability is just remarkable, and his finishing ability surpasses his rush hour handles, and that's saying a ton. He can beat anybody off the dribble. He can make tough shots.
Oh, Donovan Mitchell! He's got springs in those legs.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Back to Lively. Fires from deep. The rebound by Allen.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Outside Mitchell. Allen outside. Back to Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Allen outside. The three from Okoro. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Well, Allen is usually the last stop the ball makes, but he selflessly gives it up to a wide-open guy.
Irving looking around. Outside Davis. Over to the left wing. Here's Lively. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. Lively's gotten 4 this quarter.
Boy, a really excellent passer for his position. Davis, more than capable of dropping dimes.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
So for Dallas, Powell, he's checked in for Lively. Washington comes in for Davis. And it's Dinwiddie in for Klay Thompson. For 3, Allen. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
You know, for Allen, to me, guys, it's about getting into a rhythm. And once he does, he's got no problem catching and shooting.
Irving finds Washington. Here's Marshall. Green covering. Irving with it. Pass to Powell. The rebound by Allen. And the Cavs with possession. They're on a 10-2 run here. Hunter passes to Mitchell. You know, Clark, over the past few seasons, we've seen a historic amount of 20-point-per-game scorers in the league.
And that's a function, BA, of the overall skill level being at its all-time high in league history in my mind, but also the pace of play, the way the game is played, three-point shooting, there's scoring, there's more scoring, so more guys are scoring. And I think on top of that, it's a little easier to score because of how the game is played and officiated. It's tilted a little more in favor of the offense for the entertainment value of point production.
Powell sets a screen. Fires for three. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Powell definitely a stretch 5 guy. Excellent accuracy from distance.
Down low. Outside for Green. Here's Okoro. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
On the wing, Mitchell. He's guarded by Irving. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And it's a completely new group for the Cavaliers. Davis, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Thompson comes in for Irving. Pass to Powell. Now Davis, covered by Mobley. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Garland for three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
When Garland finds a three-point shot, he takes it. Supremely confident in his abilities.
To the paint. And stolen by Mobley. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Strus. Jacks up a three. Powell pulls it in. Mavericks trail by 15. The three from Thompson. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
Extremely dangerous from that range. That's Thompson's comfort zone right there.
Garland with the ball. From deep, Mobley. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Mobley's got 5 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. Well, it's clear the defensive focus was to shut down Kyrie Irving, because so far it's working. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. We've seen Donovan Mitchell really having a great game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Ty Jerome is out there with Darius Garland. Then there's Mobley. Then there's Dean Wade. And it's Strus in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. And Mobley gets it to go.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Really left him alone that time. He's got 10.
Powell playing with a lot of confidence because he knows he has the trust of his teammates. They've got confidence in him to take these shots.
Back to Garland from behind the arc. Knocks it down from distance. And the Cavaliers lead by 14.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Davis against Mobley. Davis, the pass to Powell. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Thompson's shot is off. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The floater, and it's good on the lay-in. Garland's got 8.
Inside, Garland outplays his size, using speed and agility to get it done.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021. And his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Brian, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie. Well, Clark, the first 9 years of his career, he played mostly power forward. But over the last 3, Anthony Davis playing a lot of center.
And I think his game has become more focused on staying in the paint, which is where he's dominant. He's added tons of strength over the years. He's using that to his advantage. He's always been one of the special players in the league, in my opinion. And he's still one of the top 15 guys in the league for sure.
The drive by Garland. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Mobley passes to Garland. Out to Mobley. Takes the 3. He can't get that one to fall.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
The 3 from Washington. It's rebounded by Cleveland. It's an even 3-on-3 break from deep. Strus. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Mavericks trail by 17. Out to the right wing. Launches it. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 8 rebounds in the game. Up and in on the layup. He's got 9.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He's going to talk it over with his guys. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Mobley. Green comes in for Wade. Okoro is checked in for Jerome. And Donovan Mitchell is subbed in for Darius Garland. Irving with it. Green picks him up. There's Davis with the 3. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Okoro passes to Mitchell. 1:21 left to play in the 3rd quarter. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Allen's got some old school big man in him. He's got great hands and mobility and does a good job finishing above the rim.
Irving, the pass to Thompson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Now the Cavaliers with it. They're on a 14-5 run. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Boy, Allen always a threat, especially when you give him room to run. He's capable of banging it home.
Screen by Lively. Irving for 3. Hits the trifecta. Irving's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
A different look for Dallas. Washington comes in for Anthony Davis. And Christie subbed in for Klay Thompson. Green, a screen. Mitchell, the pass to Green. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. And it's good for 2. Mitchell's got 12 points.
And the fans love it. And Mitchell certainly seems to be enjoying himself on the offensive end.
Here's Washington. Oh, they get a hand on it.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
To the inside. Here's Allen. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. He's got 9.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter. Washington and Lively down low. Then there's Najee Marshall. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Christie in at the shooting guard. Irving, the pass to Washington. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
Corners can be a little suspect for Washington, but he puts a smooth stroke on it this time.
Outside Mitchell. And another basket for Cleveland.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
And it's Washington missing.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Oh, sweet move. Outside for Green. 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Okoro. Pass to Allen. There's the steal. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Christie passes to Washington. Now here's Lively. Here's Marshall. Clock at 6. Here's Christie. Over Strus. Christie's shot is off.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Hunter's checked in for Strus. Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Pass to Allen. He shoots a 3. Powell pulls it in. Irving with it. Guarded now by Okoro. Irving, the pass to Marshall. From the arc. Powell finds Washington. Outside Irving. Up to Powell. There's the 3. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, really good to see Powell playing within the offense and taking quality shots and riding his hot hand.
And that's an intentional foul.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Davis, he's checked in for Dallas. Klay Thompson comes in for Christie. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. All right, we present our New Balance player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.
You know, honestly, I'm a bit in shock. I mean, he couldn't miss. Just look at this stat line. You've got to really see it to believe it. Complete confidence and all-out effort from him. And, you know, he made sure this was his night in spades.
And, you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy. And it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them. And that one's good. Green.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Outside for Irving. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Cleveland?
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
You know, another thing that stands out to me is their passing in this game. I mean, they've done a tremendous job sharing the ball and setting each other up for success.
Putting his athleticism to great use. When Mitchell takes the initiative, he's hard to stop.
And Davis gets it to go.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Cavaliers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Donovan Mitchell.
Well, you have to marvel at how well he picked apart that defense repeatedly. Found the right guy in the right spot at the right time.
Pass to Mitchell. Lets the three fly. Again, the miss by Mitchell. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Irving, the pass to Powell. Outside for Irving. Over Green. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. There's a screen. Allen outside. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Mavericks with the rebound. Here's Irving. Out to Thompson. Takes a three. The shot that time not on target. Mitchell against Powell. Mitchell, the pass to Hunter. On the wing, Mitchell. And so Cleveland takes this one by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the beat. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let
ball moving tonight, RJ. These teams love sharing the wealth out there.
And you gotta love it, Kevin. As a player, it's always great to see a team functioning as a unit. Fans love to see everyone get involved.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Bull out there with Durant, and it's done in at the small forward. Now Mobley, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Booker against Mitchell. Hunter sets a screen for Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. Hunter finds Mitchell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mitchell's got the first basket of the game for the Cavs.
It is not an easy thing to body up to Mitchell. He is built like an absolute brick.
Booker the pass to KD. Beyond the arc. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
And here is KD, following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. Durant the pass to Booker. Outside, Beal. Here's Dunn. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Mitchell against Booker. The drive by Mitchell. And Ball sends it. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Ball. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Here's Mitchell. 5 points in the game. Allen, a screen on Dunn. Tries a three. They get it back. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Bull. Dunn outside. Back to Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Allen, a screen on Dunn. Dunn against Mitchell. Allen inside the three-point line. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson did give me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now, I brought up Devin Booker's name, and he winced a little. He said, "Can I tell you something? I'm worried about Booker. We're ready to double up on him and fight the good fight, but if he gets hot, we're in trouble." So, I guess it's hope for the best and prepare for the worst, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Now Mitchell. Bradley Beal missing from long range. Allen kicks to Mitchell. Again, Mitchell missing.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Left side, Beal. There's the triple. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
Beal can hurt you from just about anywhere, and he is a multi-skilled player.
Allen outside. Okoro dishes to Mitchell. Allen a screen on Dunn. Mitchell with it. Now Bull defending. Drills the three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
KD with the bucket.
Easy money. Durant claps back with a three.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. For three, Mitchell. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Good on the second free throw.
We talked about the guys who play bigger than their listed size, and Donovan Mitchell is at the top of that list.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Bol, a screen on Mobley. Durant, the pass to Bol. No good with the triple. Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Back to Mitchell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Weaving his way around Mitchell, tough to guard anywhere on the floor with his skill.
And Mitchell drops them both. 24 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Bol setting the pick for Beal. Done outside. Durant in the corner. Shakes him. And he sinks the layup. Durant's got 8.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board. Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Cavaliers. He put together quite... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Hoping to continue that success from the line throughout this one.
A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Isaac Okoro out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. On the wing, Booker, covered by Okoro. Booker, good.
Making room for himself, Booker using the pick and roll to great effect.
And coming in as a 4-spacing 2 guard. How impressive is it, RJ, that Devin Booker is holding down the point?
And it's not just the rate of assists. He's limiting his turnovers in great fashion, too, despite his high usage.
Durant kicks to Booker. KD sets the pick for Booker. Oh! Booker with the bounce.
And with his skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
Allen, a screen on Dunn. Again, Mitchell missing. The Suns leading. KD with it. Guarded now by Okoro. Booker outside. There's the 3. Again, the miss by Booker. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
Booker outside. Pass to Durant. Right wing, 5 to shoot. Dunn finds KD for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. KD's got 11 points.
Oh, that's too easy for KD. You just can't let him get a look from the corner.
That's good by Mitchell.
The wheel. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
In close, Durant gets the bucket.
If you feed KD, this man is going to do this all night long.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Allen with the screen for Mitchell. And another 3 for Cleveland. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Done with some nice D. Phoenix has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Beal dishes to KD. Back to Beal. the block.
Such long arms. Mobley is tough to do anything against.
Mitchell wide open. Offensive rebound. Cavaliers moving the ball around. Fires for three. Mobley inside. He's covered by Beal. Mitchell outside. From deep three-point land. Again, Mitchell missing. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They trail by one. Bol, a screen on Mobley. Now here's Durant. He's got 13. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Mitchell passes to Okoro. Now Hunter lets the three fly. Bangs home the trifecta. Hunter's got the lead up to 4 now for the Cavs.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
A nice shot by KD.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Mitchell against Dunn. And stolen by Dunn. Lobbed up there for KD. And stolen by Mobley. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Cleveland ahead, up by 4. And now let's catch up with David Ault. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. They've got Morris. O'Neal is out there with Allen. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Plumlee in at the center, locking down the middle. Garland feeling it out a little bit. Wade for 3. Pass to Jerome. Green with a screen on Morris. Clock at 6. Here's Jerome. Connects from three-point range. Jerome's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Cavs. So, Richard, when you look at Max Strus, what does he provide for this team?
Well, one, he's battle-tested, Kevin. He's a fearless shooter, and he's a guy that can get on a roll and hit clutch shots.
Here's Jones. It's rebounded by Cleveland. It's Strus on the wing. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Defensively, you have to put lots of focus on Garland, so that opens up things for others to get their shine.
Jones from outside. They get it again. Pass to Morris. Driving to the basket. Softly drops in the floater. Morris has got his first points of the game.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
Garland kicks to Wade. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Ball's knocked loose, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Here's Jerome, covered by Morris. Jerome, no good. Suns trail by 8. O'Neal passes to Jones. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Pass to Plumlee. Jones against Garland. The jump hook, and there's the bucket as Jones finishes it off. Jones has got 5 points now in the quarter. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Green with a screen for Garland. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Looking for a high percentage shot. Garland wants the best look he can get.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Wade against O'Neal. Plumlee with a screen on Wade. To the left side wing. Plumlee finds O'Neal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. And it's Wade with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Garland, the pass to Jerome. Back to Garland. Off target with his 3. Suns trail by 8. Back to Jones. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Plumlee, the pass to Allen. Lets it go from deep. Trains the three-pointer.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Cavaliers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Green with a screen for Garland. Fires the 3. Green, no luck. Phoenix has gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. It's stolen by Green. Launches it. And they recover it. Back to Garland. Wade outside. The tray. They kick it out to Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists now in this one. Jones dishes to Plumlee. Plumlee with a screen on Garland. Jones. Top of the key jumper, no good. Outside Garland. Just 3 on the clock. No good. Shot missing.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers holding on to an 8-point lead heading in. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. 8-point game. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Mitchell is out there with the Coral. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Mitchell against Dunn. The 3. And that's good. Donovan Mitchell for 3. Mitchell's got 26 points.
Wanting the ball there. Mitchell getting those 3 points back. On the wing, Booker, covered by a Coral. No good from Durant.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Kicks it out to Allen. Sinks the triple. Allen's got the lead up to 11 now for the Cavs.
Not known as a quick shooter, but Allen shows what he's got there.
KD looking around. Out to the right wing. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. Outside, Beal. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
Powering through contact. Beal with the strong finish.
The Cavaliers leading by 9. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Overdone. And that one's good. Mitchell's got 5 points now this quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
6 on the shot clock. Durant with a screen on Mitchell. Here's Dunn. Good. Nothing but net. Dunn's got his first bucket in this one. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Mobley, a screen on Dunn. Stolen by Durant. On the wing, Booker. Stolen by Okoro. It's tipped. Dunn with it. He's picked up by Mobley. Back to Dunn. Pass to Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind. Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face. Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Bull setting the pick for Durant. For the three. Cavaliers with the rebound. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Mitchell passes to Allen. Down against Mitchell. Mitchell is double. Over to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Mobley a screen on down. And that one's good. Mitchell.
Hitting that shot helps loosen the driving lanes a little, and we know Mitchell only needs a crack of daylight.
For 3, Booker. Book it. Devin for 3.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Lets it go with the 3. Suns keep it alive. Durant sets a screen for Booker. Back to KD. Durant soaring in for the deuce.
This is the length that Durant provides on the offensive boards. Love whenever he puts it to use like this.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. No good on the shot. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And Beal kicks to KD. And the 3 off target. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Here's Mitchell. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point land. Kicks it out to Allen. Here's Mitchell. Puts up a deep 3. And that one is off. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. A confident win and one where they clearly...
Nick Sutters.
Welcome all. Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Booker and Beal in the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Bol Bol, and it's done in at the 3. And for Dallas, we've got P.J. Washington, Dwight Powell out there with Davis. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Thompson in at the 2. Now here's Durant. Bol on target from range.
Well, when you combine Durant's size with his vision and the touch on his passing, it's easy for him.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Here's Bol after the basket by Dallas. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. Bol's got 6 points.
You can see the level of attention Bradley Beal draws. This guy is so heady finding the open teammate.
Left side, Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Yeah, this is how powerful Davis is. Awesome at capitalizing with the dunk.
Pass to Bol from downtown. They get the rebound. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
There's a screen by Bol. And finished off by Bol.
Boy, how about the quick decision making with KD? What a fabulous job he does sifting through the defense and putting the pass on target.
Now here's Davis. Back to Washington. Pass to Thompson. Outside Irving. 6 to shoot. No good on the 3.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Durant against Davis. Bol, screen on Davis. Outside Durant. This one for 3. Washington grabs the miss. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Irving.
Yeah, when Davis gets that kind of positioning inside, he is pretty much automatic.
Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stats.
B.A., this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
Now here's Durant. Back to Bol. Powell with a steal. On the wing, Thompson lets it go from deep, and the three-pointer goes.
Well, the ability to rise and fire off the catches defined Klay Thompson.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. We talked about Kevin Durant and what his plan is for trying to contain him, and Coach said, quote, "We don't want him to get into a rhythm. That's when he's most dangerous. I told our guys to get up in his airspace and make him feel the pressure. An aggressive approach, but certainly a wise one when it comes to a player like KD. Guys, back to you."
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Now, part of that is recognizing the spacing, and Booker so good at finishing on the break.
Irving, the pass to Davis. Shoots over Durant. Davis misses.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Thompson against Durant. Pass to Beal. Here's the 3. Washington grabs the miss.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Done with a steal. Here's Durant. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. Durant's got 5 now.
Boy, Kevin Durant, an absolute nightmare in transition. Combined size, speed, great scoring ability. Look out.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Mavericks trail by 6. There's a minute 12 left to play in the first. Davis with a screen on Beal. Thompson attacking. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Well, attack the cup. Klay Thompson, more ways to score than you think.
Durant against Davis. Here's Bol. And finished off by Bol.
Woo! defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
That's how you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And up the floor again for the Suns, running the court. Durant with a screen on Irving. Pass to Durant. Shoots over Davis. Durant's shot is off. And so Davis will bring it up for the Mavs. 6-point game. And Davis slams it home.
Well, I don't think Klay Thompson gets enough credit for his overall game. He is a great scorer, but that's a pretty pass.
Durant with a screen on Washington. Booker against Thompson. Durant with a screen on Thompson. Booker, the pass to Durant. No good with the triple. Irving for three. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. He's got 5. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. Phoenix out in front, leading by... And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Bull out there with Kevin Durant. And it's done in at the small forward position. Pass to Thompson. Back to Irving. Stolen by Booker. And the Suns pushing it up now. And he lobs it up to the rim. And finished off by Bull.
Yeah, Booker keeping that defense off balance with his passing ability right there.
All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
Shot clock at 6. Durant for 3. Now pulls it in. Mavericks trail by 4. Washington outside. And stolen by Bull. Booker, the pass to Durant. Fades and shoots. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Durant's got 7.
I'll tell you, he can make it look easy. That jump shot of Kevin Durant is automatic.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Irving against Booker. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. All right, Doris, Kyrie Irving is a special talent. What's his greatest asset, you think, on the floor?
Oh, BA, this is a tough question. If you ask NBA players, they'll tell you the guy with the best handle historically is Kyrie Irving. But to me, his best attribute, fearlessness, the ability to deliver when it most matters.
Here's Durant. Excellent D there from Davis.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Powell's shot is off.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
To the middle. Bull. And finished off by Bull.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Whoa! Can't outmuscle Davis inside.
And I'll tell you what, if you're going to mix it up with Davis, you better be on your game. He's so powerful inside.
Bull, the screen on Thompson. For 3, Booker knocks down the triple. Booker's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Irving for 3. Nails it from 3.
Well, there is a special nature to Kyrie Irving's ability to answer back with the 3.
Beal against Irving. Beyond the arc.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Beal, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Mavericks trail by 4. Irving, the pass to Powell. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Looking at lineups around the league, Graham, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
A different look for Dallas. Lively, he's checked in for Powell. Washington comes in for Thompson, and Spencer Dinwiddie is subbed in for Irving. Here's Dinwiddie, and the layup is good off the glass. Dinwiddie's got his first points in this one.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie can make an impact in the painted area. He's got size at the position.
Pass to Eldorado. Back to Booker. And Booker throws it down.
Wow, the elevation, the creativity, highlight reel finish by Devin Booker.
Davis a screen. Second shot opportunity. Easy money for Davis inside.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
There's 53 seconds left in the half. And here's Booker. 10 points for him. And it's Phoenix with another.
Lightning quick release on that jumper. No one could get to Booker in time.
Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Lively. And he buries his first look.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Durant for three. Yes, sir! The smooth stroke of Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant, the easy opportunity from three. It's fluid and it's on point.
Dinwiddie passes to Davis. Here's Marshall, pounded by Beal. Offensive rebound, pass to Lively. And here's Davis. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Suns ahead, leading by 5. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Bull getting it done today.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
His power is unbelievable, an intimidating force when he's at his best.
They've got Thompson, Washington out there with Davis. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Irving in at the point. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. Here's Allen. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Irving for 3. The Suns clear it. Here's Allen. Let's go with a 3. And Kyrie Irving clears the rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And one of the game's best shooters, Doris, Grayson Allen, can really stretch the floor for you.
B.A., his presence on this particular roster is so significant because of what they can do around him. Yes, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter because he can flat beat you from distance, but you also can't foul him. He is consistent at the free throw line, and he's very capable off the bounce. Grayson Allen is a more well-rounded player than he's given credit for.
The Mavericks trailing. Washington finds Powell. Outside Irving. Back to Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe now.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Here's Allen. And he gets that one.
Terrific placement on the bounce pass. Right where it needed to be.
Here's Davis. Oh, Davis. Terrifying on the attack.
And what you love most about Davis is his confidence, because it's what helps him take over games.
Jones, the pass to Plumlee. Ooh, winning there strong and trying to power it down. But he drew the contact, and he'll head to the line.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
These are his first free throws of the game. So for Dallas, Gafford comes in for Powell, and it's Marshall in for Davis. And Irving has got the ball here for the Mavs, trailing by 2. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It goes on Tyus Jones.
Irving isn't just a perimeter player. He's so dynamic inside as a scorer. His strength is savvy, tough to keep the defense on balance.
And Dallas making a change here. Christie's checked in. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Drains the triple.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the 3. That's a dangerous proposition.
Here's Irving. Soft touch off the glass. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Gets in the paint and drains it. Kyrie Irving, show off that touch.
Allen outside. Pass to Lee. Plumlee, a screen on Thompson. 4 on the clock. Stolen by Gafford. Irving with it. He's got 14. Now here's Thompson. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Allen against Irving. Allen outside. Back to O'Neal. 19-footer. And the rebound goes to Dallas. 1:25 left in the third quarter. Here's Irving for the lead. And it's Lee with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. O'Neal on the wing. Can't get it to fall. Dallas has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Irving. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Tyus Jones.
The neat thing about Kyrie Irving is you get style and substance. This guy's such a fluid player, makes the game look effortless.
And Dallas making a change here. Exum's checked in.
Boy, the missed free throw there, keeping this game at even. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
Screen by O'Neal. For 3, Allen. He drops it from range. Allen's got 5 now.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Here's Irving. He takes it in. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Jones feels it out. For 3, Allen.
Phoenix foul.
Dinwiddie, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving.
Second team foul. Now into the lineup for your Mavericks.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
For the lead. And all around the rim that time before dropping. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie goes to the pull-up jumper, and I'll tell you what, that's very much a part of his repertoire.
Lays it up and banks it in.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
With 1 on the clock. Oh, with the clock running down, he nails a big shot.
Big shot taker, big shot maker. Woo!
That is a way to fire him up.
That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. Mavericks ahead. They lead by 1. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so, in the game for Phoenix, Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Bol, and it's done in at the 3, small forward.
How about that? Impressive range from Devin Booker. Tremendous touch.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Dallas. Irving comes in for Dinwiddie. Davis with a screen on Beal. Here's Thompson. Out to Powell. Washington passes to Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And stolen by Bol. Dunn outside. Pass to Booker. Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, "I'm going to attack."
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
The 3, Durant. Mavericks with a rebound. Washington's got his 5th rebound in this one. Irving finds Thompson. Now Powell. Up top, Thompson. Defended by Dunn. Washington outside. And Washington powers it through.
Yeah, the complete package is AD. Had the defense's attention and found the open man.
Here's Bol on the take and finished off by Bol.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And it's Irving missing. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Booker, the pass to Durant. Oh, KD! Filthy!
Kevin Durant calmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
Davis. Outside Irving. Pass to Washington. Tries to keep it alive. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Washington. The Suns leading. Outside Booker. Here's Bol. Back to Booker. Durant with a screen on Thompson. Booker for 3. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Irving with it. Started down by Bol. Outside for Davis. Pass to Washington. Shot clock at 5. And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Irving. Up to Powell. There's the triple. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 7 assists in the game. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for Phoenix. Outside Durant. Durant, so effective inside.
Kevin Durant absolutely fearless. If the game's in the balance, he will demand the basketball.
And the Suns pushing it up now. Money.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
They set the pick. Here's Davis. Out to Thompson. Back to Davis. From outside the arc. Excellent D there from Booker. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it.
They can't go empty on any of their possessions from here on out.
And no time to waste. Not at this point in the game.
Thompson finds Irving. Davis with a screen on Beal. Irving goes in. Pass to Thompson. The three is up. No good from three-point range. And here's Washington. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
They should have a play prepared for this scenario. Little time, you need a three. Of course, the D will be guarding the line. No one said it was going to be easy.
For three, Dinwiddie. Oh, it's good! Are you kidding me?
Oh, my goodness. That's how you beat the clock. That's a big-time shot by a big-time.
Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Anthony Davis is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Klay Thompson. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Irving in at the point guard position. Durant, the pass to Beal. Back to Durant. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Kevin Durant is such a difficult check, right? You've got to guard against the shot, and this is where he can draw contact and make it so difficult. This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Here's Irving. Outside for Davis. Powell outside. Pass to Thompson. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
Well, this is his prototypical shot. Klay Thompson from 3.
Outside Durant. Done. Pass to Durant. They set a pick. Fires from the wing. Perfection. Beautiful stroke. And the Suns lead by 1.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Pass to Davis. And then Davis punches it home!
And that's unbelievable. Davis sky high doing his thing.
Here's Booker, and he drives in. And Booker with the jam.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
There's a screen by Bull for 3. Oh, yeah! Booker dialing long distance.
Yeah, Booker welcomes this offensive responsibility. Very capable of carrying the load.
Irving, pass to Thompson. Durant against Davis. Out to Powell. Pass to Irving. Davis with it. Stolen by Booker. About 2 minutes into OT now. It's been a good one. Here goes Booker. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It goes on Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, just an offensive machine. Booker generates points consistently, night in and night out.
Thompson, a screen on Booker. Irving for 3. Oh, he nails 4.
We all know that Irving wants to be the man to hit that shot. And when he takes it, he usually finds a way to finish.
Bull, a screen on Thompson. Inside. And finished off by Bull.
Great chemistry between two teammates. Love the passing.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here. Now, when the game is on the line, Kyrie is the guy you want taking the shot. He is a stone-cold finisher.
Outside Durant. Back to Beal. Durant inside. Checked by Davis. Oh, misses the dunk.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Here's Powell. Count it!
If Powell's on the court, he's a threat to dunk it. Incredible athleticism.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line, leaving this one out of reach.
And the Mavericks call time here. There's 6 seconds left in overtime. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
The strategy is simple. Get a quick score and foul right away.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime they caught. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For
Time, but eventually I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mid, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let
are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. We've got Okoro, Wade out there with Mobley. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's Hunter in at the 3 spot.
And one of Mitchell's great attributes, strength and explosiveness at the rim.
Thompson inside the line. Over in the corner, Marshall. Here's Davis. The kick out to Irving. Good work there as it goes.
Love watching Irving do his work in there. Kyrie's so good and crafty in tight.
Mitchell against Thompson. Mitchell passes to Hunter. Okoro with it. Mitchell a screen on Irving. Mitchell outside. Back to Okoro. 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Here is Davis. The Cavaliers making the shot. A 3. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Davis. Irving's got 5.
Some of the quickest hands in the NBA. Kyrie showing you that quick release there.
Well, there's no question, and he welcomes this, that Anthony Davis shoulders a heavy load on the defensive end.
And he should, and he does. I mean, he's a true anchor. He protects the rim. He can guard out on the perimeter. He communicates well. He's got an excellent basketball IQ. And he's a guy that can cover up a lot of mistakes from his teammates.
And here is Hunter, following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Mitchell with it, picked up by Davis. Here's Mobley. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, clock running low there. Had to think fast.
Composure at its best. Steely nerves right there. Beating the shot clock by the slimmest of margins.
Well, you look at these role players the Mavs have, Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the 3. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players.
Out to Wade. 3-pointer. Hits it from 3-point range.
Oh, great pass by Mitchell. He can run your offense, slide over to the 2 as well, giving you some great backcourt versatility.
Now, here's Marshall, and it's Davis at the elbow. Thompson outside. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
A very consistent 3-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Mavericks trail by 8. Outside Irving. Thompson in the corner. Down low. And stolen by Mobley. Mitchell with it. Picked up by Thompson. Wade sets the pick for Mitchell. Wade outside. Launches a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 assists in the game.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Dallas, no good that time either. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jason Kidd and I talked a few minutes ago. Now he's worried it's going to be one of those nights when Donovan Mitchell just goes off. He told me it's like guarding a ticking time bomb. You never know when he's going to blow up, but you're anticipating it. So coach is expecting the best out of his team, preparing for the worst. Guys?
Thank you, David. Basket good.
Love the readiness of AD. He's already prepared himself to shoot before receiving the ball.
Mitchell against Thompson. Okoro wide open. He fires. A 3 off the mark. Mavericks trail by 12. Thompson outside to the middle. Here's Irving. Back to Thompson. On the wing, Irving. Pass to Washington. Just 5 to shoot. Irving with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Mobley with the block. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. On the wing, Mitchell. Back to Wade. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Mobley misses.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
They've got Washington. Kyrie Irving is out there with Klay Thompson. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Marshall in at the four-man position. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Now, here's Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. From downtown, Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Thompson with the 3.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game. Klay Thompson.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. He's led by as many as 14 points. Driving in, a rebound by Washington.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Mark, we were just talking. P.J. Washington has improved his defense, hasn't he?
He really has been intentional about getting better at that end of the floor. And, you know, he always had a good foundation for potentially being an outstanding defender, but then he put the work in. You know, he does a great job with his positioning. He's got excellent positional size, and because of all of that in his work, he's a versatile defender now that can make an impact at that end of the floor.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. For the Cavaliers, Jared Allen comes in for Evan Mobley. And it's Green in for Wade.
Cavaliers
about a minute and a half into the second quarter now.
Green.
And Thompson kicks to Davis. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. Can't hit from in close. Cleveland leading by 4. They kick it out to Green. Back to Mitchell. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Outside, Davis. Rebound, Donovan Mitchell. Cavaliers have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And footwork really so important. Donovan threads the drive there with such grace.
And here's Davis for 3. Oh, Davis showing his range.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Okoro setting the pick for Mitchell. Again, Mitchell missing. Now the Mavericks with it. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Pass to Davis. Back to Irving. Davis setting the pick for Irving. Davis with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Allen. Davis can't get that one to fall. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And then Mitchell with the dump.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
So it's the Mavericks now. The Cavaliers making the shot. Here's Davis. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Marshall can't hit. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Mitchell passes to Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. And the Mavericks with some changes. Christie comes in for Thompson. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Jerome, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Now, here's Dinwiddie. And here is Washington. Christie the pass to Davis. Marshall with it. Back to Davis. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Cavaliers leading. Mitchell outside. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
Here's Dinwiddie. Outside for Davis. Pass to Marshall. This one for 3. Dallas again missing. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Here's Mitchell. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can
video review under NBA rules. 2 minutes are allowed.
Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Dallas making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Mavericks trail by 12. Dinwiddie outside. No good, unable to end this run. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And Allen slams it in.
You know, guys, all it takes is inside positioning. As soon as you give Allen that, it's pretty much a wrap.
Powell with the screen. Christie kicks to Powell. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Jerome. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Jerome's got his first points in this one. Marshall inside the three-point line. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Cavaliers on top.
The Cavaliers
as they end the second quarter on a 15-3 run. We're back after this from American Airlines Center.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Okay, they're thinking about the shot.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. We've got Green, Okoro out there with Darius Garland. Then there's DeAndre Hunter, and it's Mobley in at the 5 spot. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
Max Strus is checked in for Hunter. Irving passes to Washington. His three-pointers off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 19 points. There's Garland. The shake. And Irving pulls it down. Mavericks shooting not great, 40% for the game. Thompson from long range. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Thompson's got 6.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Powell with the steal. On the wing, Thompson, covered by Okoro. And it's Isaac Okoro with the foul. That's his first foul. The screen from Thompson. In the corner, Powell with it. Back to Thompson. Dallas moving it around. Irving kicks to Thompson. 4 on the shot clock. The shot by Powell, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down hard.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
The Cavaliers leading by 18. Outside Garland. On the wing, Green. Jacks up a 3. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist by Green. Garland's got 6 in the quarter.
And the release for Garland is getting quicker as he gets more comfortable.
Marshall gets the bucket.
Boy, I like how quickly he threw the bounce pass there. Hard to defend against that.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Garland with it, guarded now by Marshall. Back to Garland. Inside, Green, and it's Green with the jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
2 minutes.
Cleveland's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Garland, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Greg, you love this topic more than anyone. When you think about the best ball handlers of all time, where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best effort.
Garland with the bucket.
Always good seeing a guard like Garland score inside.
Marshall deciding where to go with it. Powell sets a screen for Irving. Over Mobley. Irving kicks to Thompson. Front past the arc. Good on the triple. Thompson's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Dallas.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Garland with the bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Here's Irving. Darius Garland picking up that last basket. No good from Irving.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Here's a Okoro, and the wide open shot from Green. It's the three-point bomb. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Thompson misses.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last three ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
From deep, Okoro shot is off. Marshall with it. And stolen by Mobley. That shot, no good. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers closing out the quarter with a 20-point. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Christie is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then there's Powell. And it's Exum in at the 3. So it's the Mavericks now after the Cavaliers pick up 3. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Mitchell against Christie. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
The Cavaliers leading by 22. Here's Mitchell driving inside. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And what a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
Davis dishes to Dinwiddie. Three-pointer. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's speed. Davis has got his 4th assist in this one.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Now, here's Mitchell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul. First
the aggressiveness of Mitchell, willing to take on the entire team to earn that foul.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Allen's checked in. Dinwiddie finds Exum. Now here's Dinwiddie. A 3-ball. Another 3 for Dallas.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now here's Mitchell. To the inside. And it's Allen with the jam.
Not to be denied there. Allen playing hard, a little contact, not going to bother.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Cavaliers.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Dwight Powell. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Allen, a screen on Christie. Mitchell kicks to Allen. And a miss there on the triple. Dallas has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. Gafford passes to Exum. Another 3 for Dallas.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
To the paint, stolen by Mitchell. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Great frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions is a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marshall, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. B.J. Washington comes in for X. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Christie. And Irving subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Here's Irving. The Cavaliers making the shot. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Now, here's Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Donovan Mitchell.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Now, here's Washington. Pass to Marshall. 6 to shoot. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Back to Irving. Over Hunter. And it's Irving missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Okoro. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
expect a bruising battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Mitchell out there with Okoro, and it's Hunter in at the 3. Now here's Booker. Fader on the way. Mobley grabs the board.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Allen with a screen on Booker. And here's Hunter for 3. Durant pulls it in. And so Durant will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Three-pointer. Drills it from deep.
And Durant focuses on taking high percentage threes, which is why he's so efficient from there.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Richards. That's his first foul of the game. Bowles, he's checked in for Richards.
Coming onto the floor for your Suns.
About a minute played here so far in the first. Here's Durant, and Durant with the big finish.
There's the length of Durant coming into play. Grabs the steal, takes it the distance. He is just unbelievable.
Well, Richard, I know you had the pleasure of guarding Kevin Durant. Not an easy assignment. What was that like?
You're right, B.A. I had the pleasure of guarding him in the NBA Finals. And let's say it was not the easiest of tasks. He's become such a complete player, there's no way to stop him. He takes what you give him, and he kills you with it.
Now here's Booker. From deep. Mitchell grabs a miss. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Out of bounds, it'll be Phoenix's ball. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Budenholzer. And guys, Coach stated the number of different ways that Donovan Mitchell can be productive. The emphasis for this defense is going to be limiting his touches throughout the game and trying to trap him when they can. It's a tall task for the defense, B.A.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Mobley. And it's off from three-point range. Durant finds Beal. Screen by Durant. And the ball out of play. The Cavaliers will have it. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. The 3 from Mitchell. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Beal surveying the D. Pass to Durant. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
He was gripping the rock on the way to the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. Bol, a screen on Mitchell. Beal, the pass to Bol. Now Beal fires the 3, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
That's Beal's wheelhouse, catch and pop.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Launches a 3. Durant pulls it in.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. And it's Beal penetrating. And then Beal with the dunk.
Speeding in and lifting off. What a slam by Beal.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a 5-point game. Fires the 3. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Now here's Booker. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Fades away. Donovan Mitchell with a board. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's Okoro. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The Cavaliers have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. For 3, Allen. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Bowl. Durant surveying the D. Dunn outside. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Hunter. On the break. Pass to Mitchell. 4-3. They get it again. And Mobley throws it down.
Adept at fending off aggressive coverage. Mobley already looking like a vet out there.
Booker for 3. Pure from three-point range. Booker's got 6 points.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Phoenix out in... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns?
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Bol, and it's Dunn in at the 3. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. And finished off by Bol.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time, Booker showing us his vision.
You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring, but how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, BA. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional, quote-unquote, point guard.
Phoenix leading by 6. Beal left side. Booker surveying the D. Pass to Durant. Durant takes it in. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. He's got 7.
Just too much to handle. Durant not phased by the bump.
Allen a screen. From deep, Mitchell. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And we've got a timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Mitchell gets a step. Allen a screen. Okoro passes to Allen. Back to Okoro. To the right side. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mobley. Good.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Phoenix leading by 9. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Okoro. The 3. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Booker. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Booker can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
And stolen by Bol. In transition, here come the Suns. Outside Durant. The 3 is up. At the arc. KD drains it.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
Looking to get back on track. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And Richard, thinking about Donovan Mitchell, he just has a total impact on the game.
It's crazy to think that he's in the prime of his career, but every single year he continues to get better. I still think there are more levels for him to go.
Now here's Durant. 13 points in the game. And Durant slams it home.
Okay, KD put a little extra on that one.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Pass to Mobley. Who poked away. Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. Clock at 6. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. The Suns lead by 14. Stolen by Mitchell. 1:33 left to play in the second quarter. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Booker. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Just relentless off the drive. Booker is so strong.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats. But this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt. Drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding. But Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
And that one's good. Green.
Getting better at recognizing when his teammates are open. Garland, great time right there.
Here's Beal. He's got 5. Pass to Durant. Durant earning those 2 points.
So polished from the interior. Durant is terrific at utilizing his physical advantages down on the block.
And the shot is good by Garland.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
The Suns lead by 13. Outside Booker. Here goes Booker. And Booker throws it down.
Boy, Booker has so many ways to beat you on that offensive end.
Garland for 3. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Bulls got 4 rebounds now. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Beal from outside. It's rebounded by Wade. The Cavaliers trail by 15. Out to Garland. Oh, Durant with a steal. 4-3. That shot off. And so it's Phoenix liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They hold a real solid lead right now. Ali, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
On the court right now for Cleveland, we've got Javonte Green. Max Strus is out there with Dean Wade. Then it's Ty Jerome, and it's Garland in at the point. Outside O'Neal. Allen outside. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Garland with the ball. O'Neal covers. Garland, no good. Phoenix leading by 17. And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Green with a screen on Jones. Here's Garland. Off with the layup. Phoenix has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Plumlee a screen. Over to the wing. Pass to Allen. There's the drive, and it's Allen who slams it home.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Garland, the pass to Jerome. Garland with a screen on Allen. Back to Garland. Can they get it? And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Outside Jones. There's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
The Cavs have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Jerome passes to Strus. Counted from distance. Strus has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Plumlee a screen. Beyond the arc. And Allen is good for 3. Allen's got 7 points for the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
All right, I don't want to make you feel too old here, RJ, but you did get drafted back in 2001. What's the biggest change to the game, you think?
Oh, I think without a doubt the physicality and the three ball. Teams are not as physical, and they shoot a lot more threes. When I came in, they were barely shooting them. Now that's all that matters.
Back to Jones. Screen by O'Neal. Pass to Plumlee. 6 to shoot. And down it goes. 2 points.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well. Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, one of the great challenges of an NBA player's life is being traded. Veteran P.J. Tucker said, in 24 hours, you're playing for another team in another city, getting all of your stuff, uprooting your kids, changing schools. Your whole entire life changes in a blink. If you've never experienced it, you never understand. EA?
Pretty heavy stuff, Allie. Thank you. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. That's going to send Darius Garland to the line. It goes on Tyus Jones. And in Garland, we're looking at one of the best passers in the league, Richard.
I don't think he gets enough credit for it. He's got such a great feel for the game, the way he wiggles in and out of the lane. It is so impressive. He is such a great, confident floor leader.
Plumlee, a screen on Strus. Lee, the pass to Plumlee. And there it is for him. Plumlee's got his second basket.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Strus with the bucket.
Great instincts with the ball. Garland just picks a guy. Look, he sets him up to score.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clock. For 3, Allen. He missed there. His first misfire in 5 tries.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Good on the shot. Strus has got 8 here in this quarter.
And they're behind right now, but you can't pin the blame on this guy. No, he's got to get some more help from somebody on his team. Help him. Help that man.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant. And it's done in at the 3. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And the future is bright for Mobley. He is a big man who possesses the whole package.
Pass to Richards. It's tipped. Down low. Dunn outside. Back to Richards. Outside Booker. Three-pointer, no good.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
RJ, the Cavs breaking ground on a new practice facility set to open in 2027.
Situated on the Cuyahoga River, it will be 4 times larger than the existing one. And let me tell you this, the existing one was state-of-the-art, and it continues to rejuvenate what we're seeing in downtown Cleveland. Shout out to the Cavaliers.
The Suns making a switch here. Bowles checked in. The fadeaway. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 4 assists in the game.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like.
Oh, Donovan Mitchell. He's got springs in those legs.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Booker, the pass to Bowl. Outside for Booker. Pass to Dunn. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Cavaliers trail by 14. Outside Mitchell. Misses the 3.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Beal, the pass to Bowl. Back to Beal. Durant against Mobley. Fade away. Offensive rebound. Bowl. Yep, count it. Bowles got 4 points now in the quarter.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Here's Mitchell. The slam by Donovan Mitchell.
Now the defense has no answer for Mitchell's leaping ability. This man goes up, and he will put it down on you quick.
Outside Booker. This one for 3. Bowl finds Durant. Outside Booker. Back to Durant. There's the 3. The rebound by Allen. The Cavaliers trail by 14. And Mitchell with the slam.
Oh, that was nasty. A 2-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Here's Booker driving inside. D-Book, good through contact.
You have to respect Booker's range. That's what gives him opportunities off the dribble.
Mitchell drives in, and Mitchell with the slam.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Durant. KD jams it straight down.
And it doesn't get any easier for Durant. With his size and length, dunking just comes pretty easy for him.
The 3 from Okoro. And it's Phoenix for the rebound. 22 was their biggest lead. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. And that one's good by Durant.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Suns.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And what a huge performance it was for Kevin Durant.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Mitchell, the pass to Allen. Outside Hunter. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Booker, the pass to Dunn. Outside Durant. There's a screen over Mobley. And he nails the jumper. And the Suns lead by 16.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've
but eventually I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back.
Suns to start out. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Dwight Powell is out there with Davis. Then there's Klay Thompson. Then there's Irving. And it's Washington in at the 3. Now here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Booker is always on the attack. That's nice.
And there's one guy who rarely has an off night, Devin Booker.
He has been the model of consistent excellence, Kevin. This guy's so efficient, so productive, all about winning. I am not sure Devin Booker gets the credit he deserves for the level he's at every night.
And KD, here we go. Bol dishes to Durant. Over Davis. KD's shot is off.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Irving passes to Washington. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
That passing ability complements Irving's scoring so well.
Davis against KD. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Outside, Davis. Pass to Powell. And stolen by Dunn. Bol with it. He's picked up by Irving. For 3, Booker buries the long-range jumper. Booker's got 5 now.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
Thompson kicks to Davis. Dallas moving it around. It's Irving, top of the key. Chalk up 2 there.
Kyrie Irving.
For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pass to Beal. Powell with the steal. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Washington passes to Davis. Can't get it to fall. Done outside. Durant with it. He's guarded by Davis. And then Durant with the jam.
KD is showing a little bit of elevation.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at punting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Here is Durant. The Mavericks making the shot. Knocks down the 3 ball. 7 points in the game.
Oh, boy. Don't allow Kevin Durant to get comfortable from there. It could be a long night if you do.
Offensive rebound. The kick out to Irving. From outside, off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Beal gets a wide open look. Kept alive. Back to Booker. Dunn passes to Bol. Outside for Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Bol setting the pick for KD. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. KD's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Suns. Mavericks trailed by 8. On the wing, Thompson. He's covered by Beal. And Davis throws it down.
And we've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the rim.
Outside, Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. When with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here is Irving. Thompson from long range. Pass to Washington. And stolen by Booker. Goes up. He's done with the slam.
What a heading move by Devin Booker. Picks it clean and immediately looks to jumpstart the break.
Here's Powell. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. KD, a screen on Irving. Outside, KD. 19 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
Boy, how about the finish by Kevin Durant? Just gets up with such ease.
To the wing right side. Powell sets a screen for Washington. To the inside. And stolen by Bull. Over Davis. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 10-point lead. Some breathing. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Phoenix.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Derek Lively. Kyrie Irving is out there with Christie. Then it's Thompson, and it's Marshall in at the 4-man position. Bull can't hit. And it's Irving with the ball for Dallas. 7-point differential. However you feel about Kyrie Irving, you cannot deny, Doris, he is an elite player still.
Kevin, there are many who consider Kyrie Irving to be the greatest finishing guard in the history of the game. I mean, left hand, right hand, a little bit of English and polish, big shot maker. And what I love for Kyrie Irving right now is he seems content and happy.
For 3, Durant. Durant from distance. What a shot.
Well, you see the unlimited range of Kevin Durant, and how easy is it to the Slim Reaper.
And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut back down to a 7-point margin, getting the points there from Kyrie Irving. On the wing, Booker. 5 points in the game. Dallas has gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Marshall passes to Thompson. Thompson hammers it down.
An impressive athlete. I like seeing Thompson take it inside and drop the hammer.
Bull setting the pick for Beal. Inside. And finished off by Beal.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Irving against Booker. Beal with the block.
How about the anticipation from Bradley Beal? Wow, what a block.
And here's Booker from the arc. And you know who? Devin Booker.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for Derek Lively. Davis comes in for Marshall. Washington's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the last few years we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players. But with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects, and about 3/4 of the tradable picks ordered by just 1/3 of the NBA's teams, we may not see so many picks given up moving forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on. Dinwiddie passes to Christie. 5 to shoot.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Washington against Dunn. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
He was all alone on that one. Christie's got it back down to single digits for Dallas.
Boy, outstanding decision-making by Dinwiddie. We associate him as a scorer, but what a pretty look.
Booker finds Bull. 18 feet out. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And big men who can shoot really changes the dynamic of your offense.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
Dinwiddie passes to Davis. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
And Beal kicks the ball. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Dallas.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Suns leading by 5. Ball, a screen on Dinwiddie. Booker looking around. To the middle. Here's Ball. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Yeah, inside, Ball does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Washington against Dunn. Washington passes the Powell. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Looking for a breather. And maybe just one or two things to talk about. Teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
4 on the clock. Here's Davis. Pass to Powell. All sorts of time. Good on the bucket. Powell's got his second basket.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
O'Neal sets the screen for Jones. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Suns lead by 5. A chance now to send it up. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. Allen is out there with Jones. Then it's Plumlee. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Lee in at the 3 spot. And with this core of the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Allen against Thompson. Pass to Gafford. Plumlee with some nice D.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And finished off by O'Neal.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Thompson with the 3.
Well, the ability to rise and fire off the catch has defined Klay Thompson.
On the wing, Jones, covered by Irving. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got 7 points.
Irving, an elusive scorer, so adept at finding space inside.
Jones against Irving. Down low, here's Plumlee. The Mavericks pull it in. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Irving from long range. A second chance effort. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Gafford.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
On the basket by Jones.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
The kick out to Irving. Gafford sets the pick for Irving. Back to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
That's just great savvy in a pick-and-roll situation run perfectly by Kyrie Irving.
O'Neal is screen on Thompson. Pass to O'Neal. And Davis sends it back. Lee against Washington. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Gafford passes to Davis. It's tipped.
2 minutes
Thompson for three. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 assists in the game.
Well, this is his prototypical shot. Klay Thompson from three.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Davis. Christie comes in for P.J. Washington. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Jones from outside sinks the three-pointer. Jones has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Suns.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give.
Dinwiddie kicks to Gafford. Now here's Marshall, guarded by O'Neal. Dinwiddie for three. Rebound by the Suns. They've led by as much as 10. And Doris, when you take a look at someone like Royce O'Neal, what do you see?
I mean, so many things, Kevin. There's great intangibles with this young man. Hard worker, incredibly smart defensively, versatile defensively, and he's so often matched up against the opponent's best scorer and relishes it. I love that.
Dallas has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half.
The high basketball IQ of Klay Thompson, finding a better look there.
Plumlee sets the pick for Jones. From the arc. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Gafford's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Thompson. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 3 now for the Mavs. Jones with it. 6 points for him. Pass to Lee. He's looking for Plumlee and finds him.
You have to love the tenacity, but also the awareness to make sure he came away with that ball.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Christie. Klay Thompson is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Marshall in at the foursome. Now Dinwiddie, Thompson outside, shoots the 3. They get the rebound. Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
You have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
Pass to Bull. Here's the 3. Rebound by Marshall.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Dinwiddie attacking, and he jams it with authority.
Well, just incredible ability on the drive. This guy, Spencer Dinwiddie, so difficult to contain.
And Durant gets double teamed. Booker with no one around. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Dinwiddie. Great D that time from Beal. Suns trail by 5. And here's the fast break. Durant finishing it off in transition.
Boy, Kevin Durant, an absolute nightmare in transition. Combined size, speed, great scoring ability. Look out.
And the shot is good.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Davis is checked in for Najee Marshall. P.J. Washington comes in for Christie. And Irving subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. He told him he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Bull, the pass to KD. Bull, a screen on Davis. Offensive rebound. Pass to KD. Bull, a screen on Davis to take the lead. Oh, KD buries the three.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
And here is Davis. And Bull sends it back. Thompson finds Irving. The screen from Thompson. Back to Irving from outside the arc. Here's Davis. And another shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, and the pump had the D jumping on that one. Davis just too good.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Phoenix.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
Dunn dishes to Durant. Pass to Booker. The Suns need to get a shot off. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Booker. Durant's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Suns. Irving kicks to Thompson. And just like that, Clay answers with his own three.
Well, big-time moment means big-time guy, and Klay Thompson delivers yet again.
Outside, Beal. Durant deciding where to go with it. Pass to Booker. And Devin Booker in the paint.
Oh, my goodness. Booker's confidence is off the charts. He's money in the bank.
Irving finds Thompson. Now here's Powell. Outside Irving. Powell sends a screen for Thompson. Back to Powell from past the arc. Trifecta.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Outside, KD. Fires from deep. They grab their own miss. Bull, a screen on Thompson. And here's Booker from the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Out to Thompson. This one for three. Another three for Dallas.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
How about the payback here, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire, a little bit of pride at stake.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try to extend the game.
Second personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that'll put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was a huge, huge shot. The difference between a 2 and a 3-point lead at this stage is major.
The three from KD. Off target from downtown. So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. This win such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really in a
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
go.